And with me right now on top of the Regency Ballroom in San Francisco is amazing frontman of Shaddows Fall, Brian Fair. Brian, how did it come that Randy Blythe from Lamb of God came in to do guest vocals on King of Nothing?
All the planets aligned perfectly for a moment, and we've known Randy since really the beginning of this band, and we played with Burn the Priest before they were even Lamb of God,
right.
And he's the closest thing we have to family in the metal world, so it's our first guest spot. It couldn't have been a more perfect person. We happened to be recording vocals in Virginia, about half hour from his house in Richmond. And I called him up. He's like, "I'm coming down to cook dinner." I'm like, "Yeah, there's no way we're not getting you to sing too." And Randy can cook. Randy's no joke in the kitchen, man. So he threw down in the kitchen, and then I made him throw down the mic. And what more perfect line to have Randy sing than "Quit your effing crying," So and we kind of, by the end, it's layers of his voice, my voice, and Matt, our guitar player's voice, just creating this evil sound, the harmony of hell.
I love it, dude. It's an amazing track. Big John inside the mosh pit with Brian Fair, frontman of Shaddows Fall. You're kicking off another big tour tonight with Five Finger Death Punch and OTEP. Some big things happening for Shaddows Fall. Last year, Shaddows Fall nominated for a Grammy in the Best Metal Performance category for the song Retribution. What are you hoping to gain by this tour and the new album's release?
Just trying to spread the word again. It's been about 2 years since the last record, so it's time to kind of come out, hit the ground running. We're going to be touring nonstop through the States, right into Europe, then to Australia, Russia for the first time, and then we come home for Christmas and then go right back on the road in the States. So It's going to be a breakneck trip, but it's going to be great. And we just want to, spread the word and just play some metal. It's great. The metal scene is just thriving in the U.S. right now. Tours like this are just a perfect example of how good things are. So it's killer, man. Couldn't be more excited. Psyched the record's finally out. You feel like when you finish it, you just want to share it with everybody, and it sits around,
right.
like waiting for the record label, like, come on, put it out. So now it's finally out. We get to play the songs live for the first time. We're playing a lot of new tunes on the tour.
Love it, dude. Inside the mosh pit with Brian Fair, frontman of Shaddows Fall. I'll play another great track from the new record Retribution in just a second here, but Brian, first it's time for Big John's 6-6. This is where I ask you 6 rapid-fire questions, and you answer them as fast and as honest as possible, okay? Number 1, what's your most memorable moment on stage?
When the last night of the Damage Plan tour, playing Walk with Dimebag and me.
Oh, dude.
Probably about 6 days before he left this earth. Actually, maybe 4 days. So we were lucky enough to spend the last 6 weeks of his life. That'll pretty much be the pinnacle moment for ever.
Not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on stage?
It was early on. I was my first band, Overcast. We were playing in front of 2,000 people. My belt broke, pants to the ground. I was wearing Mickey Mouse boxers. No joke. No joke.
Mickey Mouse and metal don't mix.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, your favorite rock star of all time?
I'm gonna go with Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin.
Oh, dude, there you go. All right, your favorite Hollywood actor and why?
I'm gonna go with Tom Selleck because he was Magnum friggin' PI, The dude had the best mustache in the business, man,
Oh, dude, okay, your earliest musical influence, your biggest musical influence.
My first concert with my own money was Cinderella on the Night Songs tour, opening for Bon Jovi, Slippery and Wet. And Cinderella, when I saw them on stage, I was like, that's what I'm going to do. All of the career paths were
I'm not going to sound like that.
Yeah, but I was like, I saw Tom Kiefer, I was like, I want to be that. Without the hair.
All right, number 6, and finally, what band out there should we be looking out for? Who do you think out there right now is just badass?
There's this amazing band from Boston called Acaro, A-C-A-R-O. They're amazing kind of death metal, thrash metal band. They're brand new, but they'll be taking over soon, so keep an eye out for Acaro.
Awesome, thank you so much. Brian Fair, frontman from Shaddows Fall. I'm going to play my favorite track off the new album Retribution right now. This is Still I Rise. It is new Shaddows Fall inside the mosh pit.